Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taylor now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
11 empty.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On one, right?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Diggy's out. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and goal. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore. Up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Mixon with a first down carry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding
so far so good for him. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed on to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, left side to Lamb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second down and goal. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And they're in the second quarter now in Las Vegas. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On play action, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. First down, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Rolling to his left. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And here's Taylor on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Gun. Gun. 11.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
11-90.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Anthony Brown. Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Trey Flowers picks him. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on second and 10. Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Prescott on first down. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs and say, road's closed.
11.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys got to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow from his own end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Dax Tolbert hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and I'm going to tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effort.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 46 yards.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
I'm one, ready?
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what do you think's going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, It's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Well, Prescott here to throw.
He'll get this out right here to Elliott.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A first down throw for Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost, man.
Without a doubt. And coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 6 interceptions. That's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receiver